So taking a moment to settle yourself wherever you are, whether you're sitting or whether you're lying. And just take a moment to notice any tension in the body at the moment, any tightness of the muscles, any discomfort. What areas of the body are perhaps feeling tension, tightness? And notice the quality of any thoughts associated with any tension or tightness in the body. Notice whether there's any frustration, any sense of needing to push away those feelings, those sensations. Of wishing that they were another way. And gain a sense of any emotional quality associated with those thoughts and with the physical experience in the body. Sense of frustration or annoyance. Perhaps even anger. And just noting all those elements in consciousness. The physical experience of tension or tightness in the body. The thoughts and any emotions associated with that experience. And see if you can become aware that this position that is aware of this experience is not lost to this experience. That the awareness of the discomfort in the body, the awareness of the negative emotion, the awareness of the thought is not in any pain or discomfort itself, is not that emotion, is not those thoughts, but is instead a wider, spacious, open awareness in which these experiences are present, but are not exclusive. So see if you can simply bring a kind and curious attention a befriending attitude to these experiences that are present. And not trying to change them. But simply being with them in this wider space of consciousness. And perhaps you might notice now other elements, areas of the body that aren't in discomfort or pain, where there isn't tension. And perhaps you just might notice these areas and move closer to that experience. And perhaps that's the experience in the toes or the feet, and perhaps the back of a leg, a forearm, the other shoulder, perhaps something simple like the forehead, the tip of the nose, or even our ears. Just wide open with awareness, seeing what is there to be noticed, what's presented in experience, moment to moment. Not turning away from any tightness, any tension, any difficult thoughts, but just expanding the awareness to allow attention to other thoughts, other physical experiences, the presence of any other emotions. Notice the space in which all of this is happening. The awareness of the tightness in the body, and the awareness of the areas of easefulness, of an absence of tension. And a space of thoughts and feelings of frustration, and a space where other thoughts and other feelings are present. Equally able to be noticed. All within this wider space of consciousness. And you might expand your awareness further still to include sounds that reach you. The sounds of my voice, the sounds of the body as it breathes. Sounds from the room or the building in which you're in, perhaps from the street outside. And try not to lean into any sound. Try not to reach the experience, but simply rest open, waiting to receive the sound when it appears. All within this wider, open space. And you might be curious to the absence of sounds, the space between the sounds. What does the silence feel like? Is there still a sense of tone in the ears? Or perhaps there is simply stillness. And when sounds do appear, see if you can rest and focus with the raw energetic patterns and sensations that define the sound. Focusing there keenly, noticing any thoughts of identification of the sound: dog, car, person. And instead, return to the quality of the sound itself, the pitch, the tone. The sounds long or short, high pitched or bassy. How do they feel within the body? What happens to the mind when you hear these sounds? And there's no right for this experience. Simply notice what you notice. Notice the tendency of the behavior without judgment, without criticism. Just kindness, curiosity. Safe and supporting space to explore, to be. And from this open space of awareness, I invite you now to narrow the focus to the breath, really focusing in to the experience at the tip of the nose. Feeling the raw, energetic patterns, the felt experience of the breath at the nose. A sense of temperature as cool air comes in and slightly warmer air leaves again. Changing pressure in the nostrils. Tiny movements of the muscles across the face in response to the breath. And be really curious to the breath, keenly focused, as if this was the first breath you'd ever taken. What's the rate of the breath at the moment? Without trying to change it or slow it down or speed it up, just notice. What's the rhythm of the breath? Fast or slow? Deeper or more shallow? Is there a smoothness to the breath? Is it steady and rhythmic? Or more varied? And again, simply notice if there's any tendency to change the breath in any way, to make it be some desired state that's imagined in the mind. And if you're distracted by thoughts, just simply begin again. Bring the focus back to the breath at the tip of the nose. Temperature, pressure, tingling, the absence of sensation. And check in if there's any feeling tone present at the moment. Pleasant, unpleasant, simply okay. What's the relationship of the mind and the breath in this moment? I'd like to invite you now, if you choose to explore the space between the breaths, the pause at the end of the out breath, if it's comfortable to do so. For as many beats as feels comfortable, not putting any pressure on the breath, keeping the breath calm and soft, but exploring the space between the breaths if you choose to. What happens to the thoughts with your focus on the breath? Does the mind become more open and spacious, more pliable? Or is it contracted, tight, closed? Just see what's true for you in the space of the breath. And as we come towards the end of this practice, an invitation to reflect on things from your life that you could be grateful for, simple or profound things. And perhaps consider that the act of gratitude should be from a place of courage. Gratitude and courageousness go together. It's easy for the world to seem overwhelming. It's vast and full of challenges, and we can seem so tiny, so up to the task. So see if you can allow yourself to be courageous. And with that courageousness in your heart, note some things that you can be truly grateful for. And breathe with this experience, feeling the quality of the heart, the quality of the mind, in this space of courageous gratitude. And so now, returning your awareness to the space that you're in, becoming aware of the sounds around you, the experience of the body sitting or lying, experience of touch, taste, smell, what thoughts are present. And whenever you're ready, taking all the time that you need, gently opening your eyes, orientating yourself. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, however you spend it. Thank you.